from the sidelines of the Shift Happens conference here in Washington, D.C. I'm Jarrett Banks of TechEdge. Joining me today is Mario Carvajal, Chief Strategy Officer of AvePoint. Mario, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Jarrett. Thanks for being here.
Now, as Chief Strategy Officer here at AvePoint, can you walk us through some key strategic themes that we'll be hearing at Shift Happens?
Absolutely. We're super excited. We'll be speaking about data and information management, and of course, all the work that AvePoint is doing around AI. It's an incredible opportunity. This morning, we opened up with a keynote where TJ, our CEO, spoke about the fact that we're at an inflection point in this digital revolution. So it's really a good time to bring this topic and have a conversation with customers, partners, and industry experts.
Fantastic. Now, we hear about AI every day in the media, but can you talk about the ways in which you're helping customers optimize the digital workplace?
Absolutely. We help customers with a modern data platform. Our goal is always to enhance the efficiency in which they manage all the digital systems that are operating the workforce. And as a result, everything that's going through those systems is data. And so we spend a lot of time thinking about the types of applications that are going to power that data, really make the best use of the data. And now with generative AI, we have an opportunity to add an additional automation layer that will help us enhance the productivity of the workforce.
What technologies present the biggest opportunities for AvePoint?
It is a really good question. We've been in business for over a decade, and this is an incredible industry. It changes so often, hence Shift Happens. The opportunities we see and we believe are going to be the next really big milestone for AvePoint are to help our customers make the most of their data. We're talking about helping them increase and create a data value chain. The goal is that if you don't have a data foundation, a strong data foundation, it's going to be very difficult for you to exercise any kind of generative AI application on top of that. So we will be talking about the culture of data. We'll talk about data fluency. And a lot of the work that we're doing with clients is really helping them look at the entire life cycle, not just how do I optimize my data or store my data, but really think about how do you really make the most use as it's actually going through your entire productivity of use in a collaboration, not just internally with the workforce, but also with the supply chain.
All right, great. Now, companies today face a plethora of problems to tackle as they modernize their SaaS offerings. How do you help them with this, and how do you help them prioritize?
We've talked to clients for a number of years about the transformation. How do you take old legacy systems? How do you think about transforming the organization? There's a very important component of that, which is the adoption. I can introduce a product, an application to you, but the harder part is for me to get you to use that. And so we do help organizations think about how to sustain the use of these modern applications. There's an operational component to it. That's number one. Number two, once the organization is getting the most of those systems, then how do you protect and how do you ensure that the information is in the hands of the right people? And so security is really top of mind for us. And so a lot of the controls that really help you govern the data, how it's being used, especially if you're working with external parties, that's very important for our clients. And then the third one would be, how do you then, again, extract value from the data? So we announced this morning Opus, which is an incredible information lifecycle management set of solutions that really will help our customers consider what is it that employees are really looking for from the information set, so they can make better decisions and they can actually respond quicker to their own customers and actually even improve how they get products to market. So those three components are really top of mind for us when we're engaging with clients and working with our partners.
Great. Now, one of the areas that you oversee as CSO is M&A. How do you think about M&A? How big of an opportunity is there right now?
Yes, inorganic growth for us. We have thought about the opportunities to add adjacencies to our story. Oftentimes, as much as we'd like to build everything, there's an opportunity sometimes to really integrate and take capabilities that enhance the value proposition. And furthermore, allow us to bring these solutions very quickly to market. Last year, we were quite active in M&A. We will continue to be measured, but very diligent in the types of businesses. And so, we're more or less looking for tuck-in capabilities that really enhance the experience. The other really important factor is that there's an integration opportunity into our application. As I mentioned before, we have a modern data platform, and our goal is to really build an ecosystem of partners that could also build from the platform out. So if we're going to look at an interesting tuck-in opportunity in the MA front, it also needs to have the right data architecture and be conducive to the types of applications, as I mentioned earlier, that will be shipping next year and beyond.
All right, great. Last question here. We're now in the fourth quarter. What are you most excited about here for the year ahead?
Well, so I'm excited that we're about to finish a year in which it seems like over these past few months, the pace of innovation has certainly increased in the way people are thinking about what is it that I should be thinking about for empowering the organization through technology. So that gets me super excited. And of course, we're thinking about 2024 as a year that will be quite transformational in the way we could change organizations and help them understand the value of their information in a different way. And so I think there's a little bit of us being somewhat disruptive by coming into customer conversations and partners and saying, let's think about things differently. Let's actually help you reimagine the way you engage with your information assets, which is one of the most critical components of an organization, second to your employees, of course, and helping them really think about that could put them in a not only competitive position next year, but also I think really appreciate the partnership they have with our firm, with AvePoint. So very excited about that, and I'm also excited that we're able to do events like this in person. Shift Happens was an event that we did in 2018, and unfortunately, as excited as we were about the conference, we had to pause it for a few years. And so we were very excited that we're able to have it here and be able to do this, Jarrett, have a conversation in person. So, yeah.
All right, that was a great answer. My thanks to Mario Carvajal, the Chief Strategy Officer of AvePoint, signing off from the Shift Happens Conference.